Hello, my name is Ivan Yoon, and the topic I chose was, should military service be enforced at the age of 18? The reasons why military service shouldn't be enforced at the age of 18 are simple. The first reason is that military suicide rates are increasing by the year. Recently, a former veteran intentionally drove a pickup truck through a crowd of revelers on Bourbon Street in New Orleans' French Quarter in a deadly rampage early on New Year's Day. At least 14 people were killed and dozens injured. Afterwards, he got out of his truck and engaged the police with gunfire. He really wanted to die. A black ISIS flag was flying from the truck's rear bumper, and the Federal Bureau of Investigation called the attack an act of terrorism. In a series of videos, Shamsud Din Jabbar, age 42, and the one who drove his pickup truck through a crowd of revelers, discussed planning to kill his family and having dreams that helped him inspired to join ISIS, according to multiple officials briefed on the investigation. Many adults in their mid-20s and 30s have melancholy after military service. Suicide rates because of depression, pressure, or loss of a military companion have increased by 40% from 2015 and 2020, which is 70,000 more suicide attempts. Over 33.9% of U.S. veterans killed themselves. PBS News states that over more than 30,000 active duty service members or veterans of the post-9/11 wars have died by suicide. That is more than 4 times the number of those who have died in combat. Lloyd Austin, Secretary of Defense, has repeatedly said that even one more suicide is too many, and that the department must do more to prevent suicide. In 2023, 523 service members died by suicide, which is more than the previous year, 493. Active component suicide rates have gradually increased since 2011, and the 2023 active component rate is higher by 12% than 2022. The 12% increase was not statistically significant. Not only is their mental health at risk, but teenagers are easily influenced, and the Army could expose them to violence, drugs, and murder. The teen could undergo change that could be irreversible. Families can lose loved ones and can receive side effects. Families all over the world have lost members in their family due to military services. Over 10,000 people have fallen into depression after losing family members. According to MHAnational.org, the death of a loved one is always difficult. When the death results from a war or a disaster, it can be even more troubling, given the sudden and potentially violent nature of the event. After the death of someone you love, the experience bereavement, which literally means to be deprived by death. You may experience a wide range of emotions, including denial, disbelief, confusion, shock, sadness, yearning, anger, humiliation, despair, and guilt. This is a very difficult matter and will ruin multiple families and communities. Clinical depression is very common for military families. Forcing people to do compulsory service is unjust and may hurt people with a condition. According to procon.org, volunteerism has a better experience than mandatory service. 80% of Americans are in poor condition because of drug use, mental or physical disabilities, or weight imperfections. The military will only get weaker if unfit people join. People in the military don't have time to babysit teenagers and are already satisfied with their capable troops. It's also shown that 1 in 4 high school students get the recommended hour a day of physical activity, so they may be weak. Why should military service be enforced at the age of 18? I have 3 reasons I have 3 reasons. The military can develop skills for future jobs. According to Ecker.org, in the military, you work with people from all walks of life and must problem solve with team members to complete complex objectives. This skill immediately transfers to any upper position in management, regardless of the industry you go into. This helps your communication, teamwork, and problem-solving skills. According to Ecker.org, military training is known for its rigorous training, strict compliances with rules, and understanding the pecking order of different roles. As a veteran, you are familiar with discipline, likely far more than other competitors in the job market. Veterans know what it means to serve a purpose bigger than themselves. This is an irreplaceable value to companies looking to grow and achieve bigger goals with the help of dedicated team members. The military promotes national unity. According to Statista.com, 54.08% of men in the military are white, 28.92% are black, and 4.97% are Asian. That means people from different cultures create bonds and work for a common goal. National unity is essential for maintaining political safety and fostering a strong sense of identity among citizens in a country. National unity breaks down the barriers of race, class, income, geography, and even language. National security concerns require that more people serve in the Army. According to procon.org, the U.S. military is suffering a year-long staffing crisis. Only about 9% of Americans who are service age were interested in serving in 2022, the lowest amount in 15 years. The military missed its goal by 15,000 people for 2022 and continues to miss the recruitment goal like in 2023 when they missed the recruitment goal by 11,000 and barely getting the 55,000 recruitments for 2024. The military depends on a constant flow of volunteers every year. And according to 2017 Pentagon data, 71% of young Americans between 17 and 24 are ineligible to serve in the United States military. Put another way, over 24 million of the 34 million people of that age group cannot join the armed forces, even if they wanted to. This is an alarming situation that threatens the country's fundamental national security. If only 29% of the nation's young adults are qualified to serve, and if this trend continues, it is inevitable. The U.S. military will suffer from a lack of manpower. A manpower shortage in United States Armed Forces directly compromises national security. Thank you for listening. These are the pros and cons for should military service be enforced at the age of 18.